Good morning, students. We have completed our comprehension of unit number 1, Pippi Longstocking. We have completing the reading. Now we are going to do our words meaning. For writing meanings on your notebook, first of all, you will prepare your notebook page. You have to mention date, classwork and day on the top of the page of your notebook. Then you will mention unit number 1, Pippi's Longstocking, chapter name, activity meanings. Then you will write words, meanings and draw the margin line like this. Okay, here are the meanings. Words, the first word is braided. Braided mean plaited, twisted. Pippi's hair was plaited, braided. Okay, second word is cannibal. Cannibal is someone who eats other people. Third word is courage. Courage means bravery. The fourth one is freckles. I have already told all those meanings in our previous video. I am explaining it again. Freckles, small patches of darker color on skin. Fourth one, remarkable. Someone or something worth noticing. Next is sidewalk. A paved pathway at the side of a road. Stocking, very long socks. Okay, students. Now you have done your meanings. After doing your verse meaning on your notebook, you will start your next activity, which will be word sentences. Same, you will make a page like this. Activity sentences. In the next activity we will do sentences, so you will change here activity name, which is sentences. Words, and then in the place of meanings you will write sentences. Okay, these are your sentences. Stepped out. The helicopter touched down on the pad and the president stepped out. The next is had no idea. These are the phrases. Phrases are the group of words. Group of words which have no subject and verb. Had no idea. We had no idea where he had gone. The third one is wondering whether. I was wondering whether you would like to come to the theater with me? Question mark. Next is grow into. It was like watching a spark grow into a flame. Next, gathered. Miss Clara gathered her papers and smiled up at him. It must be admitted. It must be admitted that we were unable to answer all the questions. Next, remarkable. Remarkable. She had made remarkable progress. Next, you can be sure. You can be sure that your new computer will have USB ports. And the last one, politely. She politely asked her mother for permission, which was granted. Okay, student, you have done your meanings and sentences on your notebooks. You have done your comprehension already. Now you have done your meanings and sentences on your notebook as well. The remaining activities will be done on books. Now students, open your page number 5 of book. We have to do our activity 2 on the books. Say whether the following statements about the story are true or false. You can answer it very easily. Tommy and Annika lived next door to Pippi. The answer is true or false. You have to mention true for T for true and false for F for false statements. So the first one is true. So you will mention T. The monkey was wearing an orange tie. This is wrong. Which tie monkey is wearing? The third one. See, Pippi's shoes were too small. It is also false. Tommy was very shy. Again false. Tommy wasn't shy. Pippi's walked home backwards. True. And fifth one, Pippi invited Tommy and Annika to breakfast. True. Okay students, now page number 6. Open your page number 6 of book. Answer the questions about this line from the story. We can be friends anyway, can't we? This is the line which you have to answer about it, okay? You have to answer it, and you have also noted down this activity on your notebook, or you can answer it on your book also. You can answer it, simply answer it on your books. Who said this? Who said this statement? Pippi said this statement, okay? Who replies and what do they say? Tommy replies saying, "Oh, sure." Why was the speaker worried that they might not be friends? Why was the speaker worried that they might not be friends? Annika had said it was wicked to lie, so perhaps Pippi thought they would not want to be friends with her. Okay? They would not want to be friends with her. Now student, we have done our activity of page number A. We have done our activity of comprehensions, true and false. Activity number 3 of page number 6. We have done our sentences also. On your notebook you have to do this activity. Now we are doing starting our activity number C of page number 6, participles. Okay, form of verbs. Basically these are the form of verbs. First form of verbs, second form of verb, and third form of verb. What is verb now? Verb, action words. Basically action words are called verbs, like eat, hear, go, went, gone. These are the forms of verbs. So in this activity they have given you first form of verb, and we have to complete second form of the verb and the third form of the verb. Basically main verb have 3 basic forms: base form, past form, and past participles. 3 forms of verb basically. So here the first word is break, second form of verb is broke, third form of verb is broken. You have to complete this activity on book only. Go, went, gone. Stream, streamed, streamed. Only added ed for making. This is say, said, said. Show, showed, showed. Cheat, cheated, cheated. Hear, heard, heard. Spread, spread, spread. Our next activity is articles. Articles is a part of a speech, like a, and the are called articles. With vowels we use the. The pronunciation of the and the is different. Okay, so with vowels we use the, and with consonants alphabets we will use the. Okay, a, and the are the articles. Definite articles and indefinite articles are these. So here you have to complete your this activity by adding a or using the. Okay, an article is any member of a class of dedicated words that are used with noun phrases to make the identifical of referent of the noun phrases. Okay, before a word that start with a consonant sounds we use a, and before words that start with a vowel sounds are a, e, I, o, u. These words are vowels. So before words that start with a vowel sound we will use an. Okay, and we use the with any noun when the meaning is specific. For example, when the noun names the only one thing or one kind of a many things, so we use the before that thing. Here I am reading. Once upon a time there lived a king who was a fine man. The kingdom he ruled was cross this blank very large, and all the people who lived in it were happy and prosperous. One day a great flood of dash water came pouring down from the mountains and swept away the palace and most of the city. Many of the people were drowned, but the king sent his army and carried everyone to some high ground. In this way, he saved many people from death. Okay, students, we have done our articles. Hopefully, you will understand. Our next activity is using who or which. Who or which. Join the following sentences with who or which. Remember that we usually use who for people and which for things or animals. Okay? So, what you have to do is you have to add who or which in these sentences. This is the dog. This is the dog. It has a strange name. It has a strange name. What will you do? You will cut the word it, and in place of it you will write which. Okay? This is the bin which the dog tripped over. You will cut it also here, from here. This is the teacher who told the boys to be quiet. These are the children who are throwing water at us. Okay, we are talking about children. Children are people, living thing. So we are mentioning here who. Okay, we were talking about in this sentence C, teacher. So we cut the word she, and in place of the word she we have added who. Bin is a non-living thing. Okay, this is Mohit who lives next door. This is the cat. It comes into our house every night. This is the fence which they looked over it. Our next activity is nouns. Naming words are called noun. Name of anything, any place, person, place, thing, any idea are called noun. Underline the nouns in the following sentences. Okay, simply you have to make a line under the word. Once upon a time there was an old man called Ramesh. One day he took his dog. He took his dog and went to the forest. Underline it. Suddenly out of the bushes came a fierce tiger. Ramesh was afraid, but his dog feared no man or creature. It took one step towards the tiger and barked. Ramesh stood with his back against a tree. Soon the tiger ran into the forest jungle. Ramesh went home and told his wife about their brave pet. Well done, she said in a loud voice, and the day wagged its tail. Okay, student, we have completed our unit number 1 exercises. Okay, I am again repeating. Comprehension. We have to do comprehension on our notebooks. Meanings and sentences will also go on your notebooks. All other activities will be on your books only. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.